Hey hustlers, Miles here. Hope you're having a great day. In today's video, I want to discuss the importance of being focused on the long term when it comes to your business. Let's get into it. Welcome back to Hustle Endeavor. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you like this video. If you're new here on this channel, welcome. I help entrepreneurs build successful online income streams for more money, more freedom, and a better future. So if you're someone that needs help with that, then make sure you subscribe to the channel. And quickly before I get started, if you're looking to follow in my footsteps and build a six-figure Etsy store online, then check out my free masterclass. Links in the description below this video. So I haven't posted in a while, and that's because I've spent most of the last few weeks actually traveling. Also, I'm currently in the middle of moving to a new place. So it's all pretty hectic over here, but don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you guys. And in case you're wondering, how my Etsy store's doing, it's still going really strong. So I'm back and expect some more consistent content going forward on this channel. Anyway, let's kick things off. So this isn't my usual type of video, but I feel it's an important topic to discuss if you want long-lasting success with the business you're building. Let's say it's Etsy, and with Q1 almost over, I feel like it's really relevant time to discuss this. Okay, and it was kind of inspired by someone who messaged me the other day who was kind of upset with the progress they was making. They had tried lots of different business models online, the usual Amazon FBA, Kindle publishing, drop shipping, Amazon merch, and now they was trying Etsy. And I think they started that store, a few weeks ago, and they felt like they wasn't having much success. And when we had this discussion, this particular person was new to the online world. They started last year, and within 12 months they had literally jumped into all of these different business models. And at the start of this year, they had discovered Etsy and they was kind of trying it out. They put up a few products, and it became clear to me that this particular individual was simply not giving anything enough time or being consistent enough. I don't know if you've heard of the parable about the person that's digging for oil. It goes something like this. Just bear with me for a second. Okay, so quick drawing on the board. It's based on a parable, about a guy that's kind of digging for oil or gold or whatever it is, and it can be sort of related to sort of achieving what you want with your businesses. And if you, this is, let's say, the promised land, okay, and this is where we're all starting from. And we can use different tools, different methods to get to our goals. So we could use what I predominantly teach on this channel is Etsy to get to our goals, or there's loads of other methods. So what I see happen a lot is someone will start digging, they'll start trying out something, let's say like, pretend that's Amazon merch, and then they'll see that someone else has reached their goals with, let's say, drop shipping. So then they'll jump, and then they'll start digging with this one, and then they'll see, someone else has reached their goals with something else, and they'll jump again. And if you take that approach, as you can see, you're never gonna reach the promised land. Okay, you're never gonna reach your goals. It's the person that can consistently digs and sticks with it that will eventually reach it. So what I want to share with you on today's video is the importance of the mindset shift that needs to happen if you want to be successful online and reach your sort of goals. And that is the shift from focusing on the short-term gains to taking a more long-term approach. And I think it's one of the big reasons most people don't get the results they want is because they are only focused on the short term, okay? And it reminds me of a saying that I like and which I shared, I believe, in my private Facebook group, probably, about a couple of weeks ago. and it goes something like this. Hopefully I don't butcher it. It goes, the day you plant the seed is not the day you pick the fruit. Okay, and I think that many people, maybe that's because of social media, that's the way things are advertised, you know, the way some online gurus advertise their products. Most people expect to pick the fruit immediately, but most of the time it doesn't happen like that. It takes hard work, persistence, you know, daily watering, and a lot of the care and attention to build any business. However, when you're kind of focused on the short term, you never give yourself enough time to grow your fruit in this case. And it can be very easy to get discouraged, get shiny object syndrome. And, you know, I found that you end up in this kind of perpetual cycle, you know, of always looking for the next best thing. And you tend to make decisions that may not be in your best interest. And, you know, I'm speaking from experience. You know, when I first got started building my first business online, you know, I was desperate. I was in a desperate place. I was in debt. I was behind on my bills. I was constantly worrying if I'd have enough to pay the rent. You know, I hated the job I was doing at the time. You know, I remember a time when I literally walked into the office one day and I just sat down on my desk and I couldn't even bring myself to turn on my computer. And I just wanted any way out. And I was that person trying absolutely anything and everything I could. You know, I would never give anything enough time. I was, you know, I had shiny object syndrome, you could say. I was trying different business models all the time, trying to sell different products online. And I suppose all of this was me just really trying to shortcut the process. And it was only when I actually took a step back and thought about the future rather than, you know, next month, and accept that, you know, what I wanted wasn't going to happen overnight, I started to make different choices, different decisions. And through those different choices and decisions, that's what's led me to have the greatest successes online and led me to where I am now. And when I talk about building something substantial, you know, I'm not talking about making a couple of $100 or even a couple of $1,000 online. That can be done pretty quickly if you know what you're doing. You know, I'm talking about building a business that can have a big impact on your life, one that allows you to not worry about, you know, paying the bills every month, you know, one that really supports you and your family, you know, one that really allows you to, you know, have, you know, more freedom to do the things you want to do. Okay, and this ties into what I go on about on my channel all the time, and it's taken the strategy of building strong foundations within our businesses. And this is the process that 90% of people are skipping when they simply jump into something chasing the money short term. And if you can actually step back, assess your marketplace, focus on your customer and building strong relationships with them, and develop, you know, or work on building a brand that will last a lifetime, the rewards are going to be far, far greater than simply getting lucky and trying to make loads of money, you know, in the short term. So what I found to really help in sort of developing and having a long-term mindset is to start thinking about what your long-term goals are. You know, have a greater vision in mind. You know, spend some time mapping out, you know, let's say what your Etsy business looks like in a year from now, 5 years from now. How much income are you generating? Are you selling on one platform or multiple platforms? Are you using print on demand or are you shipping yourself? Do you warehouse your products? Have you employed people? Once you've figured all of that out, you just simply need to dedicate the time required to learn the skills and habits that are gonna take you to your place. You know, it's all good having a goal and writing it down, but really it's the small wins and the small progresses you make, you know, every single day that are gonna amount over time to you reaching your goals. And if you stick with it and you're consistent, before you look round, you would have made a lot more progress than if you were simply hopping around trying to find the next best thing. So if this video resonates with you and you'd like to actually learn how to build something substantial and you're willing to put in the work required to make it happen, then As I mentioned at the start of the video, I put together a free 1-hour masterclass on how to build a long-term 6-figure store on Etsy, which currently I believe is one of the best opportunities out there right now if you know what you're doing. And if that's something that interests you, then links in the description. So hope you enjoyed this quick video. Hope you found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comment section how you're getting on with your Etsy stores. Again, expect some more great content coming on this channel. So until the next time, keep hustling, and I'll see you in the next one.